with a free photo termite inspection. See proof of your termite problem with your own eyes. Call Corky's at 1-800-901-1102. Matt Latos, the middle game of this three-game series. The Padres 5-2 on this homestand. He's trying to snap a 5-game losing streak after a successful start last year when called up. He lost his last 4 decisions and is 0-1 this year. Only his 4th year in professional baseball. 22-year-old from Florida, ready to go to work. Gino Velez to lead it off for the San Francisco Giants. And a ball outside. Eugenio Velez up there in San Francisco. The fans have fun with the name. They'll start chanting, "Hey, you, hey, Neo."
That college football atmosphere.
That misses 2-0. 93-mile-an-hour fastball from Latos. He's 6'6", 225 pounds. Working in the Florida short sleeves on a chilly night in San Diego. Windy. There's a misty forecast. 3-0.
Well, I've got a game plan for Matt Latos this evening. Get ahead, which he hasn't done here. Stay ahead, and then put him away. I think that's a pretty solid game plan. Let's see if he can rebound here.
Velez hitting .280, but .353 from the left side. And he takes ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk opens the game for Latos. Velez to first. Here's a look at the Giants lineup of Bruce Bochy with Velez, Renteria, and Sandoval, with Huff hitting cleanup. Uribe, Bowker in left field tonight. Sherholtz, Whiteside behind the plate, and Sanchez on the mound. Uribe with that home run against Heath Bell last night in the 9th inning to send it into extra innings. Former San Diego skipper and Poway resident Bruce Bochy looking on as the right-handed hitting shortstop Renteria steps in, batting .320. First start ever for Latos against the Giants. Watchful eye on the runner. And another ball. 5 in a row. And Torrealba's going to go out and try to settle his young pitcher down.
You know, with each individual start for pitchers, and you are winless, and it's dating back to last year, I can see where the first inning of a game where you're trying to win that first one would be tough. And look at Torrealba. He's kind of getting into Matt Latos a little bit. Some guys need that fire lit under them. Some guys need to be coddled. Some guys need to be left alone. I think that's one of the important attributes of a catcher like Torrealba, to be part pitching coach and light that fire under Matt Latos to turn it around. Hey, he's one ground ball to get in a double play here. Get 2 quick outs.
The 1-ball pitch. There's the first strike. Hard slider from Latos.
How about mixing it up a little bit? That's what pitchers will do sometimes. They miss with the fastball, right? So to get your release point out in front a little bit more, drop a slider in there. Nicely done.
Cabrera at short, Eckstein at second, squeezed toward the bag, looking for 2. Velez with the leadoff, 1-1, and the throw over. Veteran Renteria with 1 home run as far as you can see. He struck out more than any Giant, 11 times.
Looks like Velez over at first base, going to the Dave Roberts School of Leadoff. Did you see that back knee towards first base? He's got that little bend, like he's got that little spring. The spring is loaded. He'll get set.
Baiting.
There he is. He'll bend that knee in just a little bit. There it is.
That may be going. And another throw over there.
He needs to tuck in that pocket and tuck in that jersey. Dress code enforced here in Major League Baseball.
You're the man.
See if Latos uses the slide step here.
Just don't want to lose concentration on the hitter. 1 ball, 1 strike. Didn't miss by much. 92 miles an hour on the fastball. He hasn't thrown a fastball for a strike yet. And so the veteran hitter Renteria knows that. I figure, is he going to throw me another breaking ball?
One thing for sure, Renteria is a guy who can spray the ball all over the field. There's a huge hole on that right side. Try to first and third him here.
Ground ball up the middle, right at the bag. Eckstein will do it himself. Double play. There it is, Mark Grant, a nice little ground ball pitch and 2 quick outs. Here's the Padres defensive lineup, brought to you by Tiger Turf. Tiger up your lawn with Tiger Turf, the world's best-selling synthetic turf. Visit mytigerturf.com today. Headley, Cabrera, Eckstein, Gonzalez, a familiar infield, third round to first with blanks in left. Scott and Jerry Hairston in the outfield tonight. Latos and Torrealba behind the plate. Pablo Sandoval, and he takes a strike. 97 on that fastball. Pablo hitting .302 on the young season. .292 from the left side, where he has more power. 2 home runs, both from the left-hand side this year. There's a shot to left for a base hit. That ball jumps off his bat. Just missed a home run last night.
Pablo Sandoval never saw a pitch he didn't like. This guy will swing if you roll it up there, bounce it up there, over his helmet. That's just a good old-fashioned high fastball, up and away, all arms. Watch, no lower half, all upper body, all arms from the Kung Fu Panda.
So a 2-out single. That double play looms large now. Slider inside. Aubrey Huff, the first baseman, batting .292 in the midst of a modest 5-game hitting streak. Had a couple of base hits last night. That one fouled back just below us.
Well, Matt Latos is going to have to make an adjustment against lefties. Lefties are hitting .348 off the young left-hander or the young right-hander, and Bruce Bochy has 5 lefties in his lineup tonight. Of course, a couple of switch hitters, Velez and Sandoval.
Huff over to the National League after time in Baltimore and Detroit a season ago. Get high in the air. Infielder Chase Headley into foul territory. And the inning is over. No runs, a hit, and the man left for San Francisco. In the bottom half of the inning, it'll be Jerry Hairston, David Eckstein, and Adrian Gonzalez for the Padres. AP broadcast brought to you by Carl's Jr. Try the Big Country Breakfast Burrito. Eggs, hash browns, and savory sausage gravy. Jerry Hairston, even though he has seen duty off the bench, has been able to deliver as he did last night with a base hit, and so he has an 8-game hitting streak. Can the Padres solve the immense talent of the left-hander Sanchez? His first pitch misses, ball 1. Against Pittsburgh last Wednesday, his last outing, he went 8 shutout innings, struck out 11, picking up his first win of the year. Popped up, and that'll make it to the seats near the dugout of the Padres. 2.19 ERA in his 2 starts. 17 strikeouts in 12 innings plus.
Throughout his big league career, his short big league career, he's always had more strikeouts than innings pitched, and his walks are 2-1, which is pretty darn good. He's made an adjustment in his delivery. I'll get into that a little later. Been more consistently throwing strikes lately.
That ball hit in the air to center field. Cruising in is Velez, and makes the easy play. 1 out. And here's the Padres lineup, brought to you by Alpine Rock and Block. Start your next backyard project, folks, with Alpine Rock and Block. Hairston, Eckstein, Gonzalez with Chase Headley in the cleanup spot. Kyle Blanks, big night last night. Scott Hairston in center. Torrealba, 2 starts in a row. Hundley will get the call tomorrow. In the day game, Cabrera at short and Latos on the mound. Hitting 9th. David Eckstein, the home run to win it last night, the walk-off. He had an RB, a hit and run single in the first inning. Actually, it was a run and hit. The steal was on. Cabrera was stealing, and he punched the ball to right field. That led to the first San Diego runoff. Matt Cain takes it upstairs, 2-0.
And like any hitter, they're asked the question, what were you trying to do that at bat? He told me before the game today, just trying to hit the ball on the line, just to get on base.
Isn't that how it works out?
Unbelievable.
He hit that laser right to the 336 sign inside the foul pole off the Western Metal Supply bricks. 2-1. Popped up behind second. Velez, playing shallow, has the second out. Defensively, the Giants set up this way. Sandoval, Renteria, Uribe, and Huff on the infield. Bauker starting in left, Velez in center, and Sherholtz, the right fielder. Whiteside behind the plate, and Sanchez, the lefty on the mound. The 4th southpaw in the storied San Francisco and New York Giant history to throw a no-hitter. Some interesting names on that list. Gonzalez takes a slider, actually, as a cutting fastball outside. Starting with your favorite in mind, Hooks Wiltsey pitched the first one back in 1908. Then Rube Marquardt and Carl Hubble. Sanchez joining that group. Fastball strike, 1-1.
Carl Hubble, the screwball artist.
The first to really be acknowledged for that pitch. Became his trademark. 1-1 to Gonzalez, hitting .318. Another strike. A lot of movement to that fastball.
He's got the good fastball, which will ride a little bit. A 4-seamer, a 2-seamer at times. He'll also throw a slider. It's kind of like a hard slurve, and a changeup that he kind of holds like a forkball.
This fastball misses inside. 2-2. Interestingly, the Giants not using the shift on Adrian Gonzalez in this at bat.
Interesting.
Playing him straight up with the outfield toward left.
We'll have to see consistently how Sanchez pitches Adrian Gonzalez. Maybe it's just fastballs away.
In the dirt, 3-2.
There's a breaking ball.
In batting practice tonight, Gonzalez was hitting the ball to left field. He's trying to work that way, whether that is just a matter of warming up or whether or not he's going to try to go to the opposite field with that shift. Randy Reddy was supervising throughout. 3-2 the pitch. Swung on and missed. So impressive opening inning for Jonathan Sanchez. We go to the second. No score. Absorb the moisture, but everything's fine now as Latos goes to work in the second inning. And a swing and a miss from Juan Uribe. Homered off Heath Bell in the ninth last night to tie it up at 2. And that set the stage for David Eckstein's winning home run in the 10th. 1-1. Fouled out of play. You saw the numbers on Uribe. He leads the Giants with those 11 RBIs and batting at .348. He'll be followed by Bowker and Sherholtz in the top of the second. Slider low and away, 2-2.
Well, he missed there with that slider, but that's exactly where he wants to miss. We saw Uribe take a ball out of the ballpark, the breaking ball off Heath Bell last night. That last one, Latos threw, he can't get hurt down there.
Chop back to the mound. Easy out to open the second. Yeah, before the game tonight here at Petco, Heath Bell, Garland, Gonzalez, Hairston, Hundley, and Stuffer were providing some everlasting memories to a group of 28 students from the high-tech High Chula Vista baseball program, part of the Major League Baseball Players Trust Buses for Baseball program. They motor kids in to see the game all around the big leagues. Treat them to tickets and food and beverages, souvenirs. Make fans out of our young people, many of them less fortunate. Baseball could be their dream.
Giving back to the community, something that the players here do a great job with.
Bowker loops this one foul just into the first row down that left field line. Fan with a glove. Yeah, from Carlsbad. Nice going. Clean catch. Two strikes on Bowker. Getting an even 200 on the season. Grounded to first. Gonzalez is there on the line. Two quick outs on ground balls thrown by Latos.
Seems like Matt Latos has been a little bit more aggressive this inning than last inning. There gets a point for a pitcher saying, you know what, I've got good stuff. You have to believe in yourself. Believe in your stuff and go right after these guys. He made a good pitch to Uribe off the end of the bat and a nice breaking ball down and into Bowker.
Another left-handed batter, Nate Scherholz, hitting .353, 6 for 17 on the season. He had a couple of infield hits last night, 2 for 3. 93-mile-an-hour pitch called outside. 1-1. But with his personality and his looks, Matt Latos, if he delivers up to his ability, and everyone raving about his potential, he's got star quality. He's going to be we're going to have fans, young fans out here cheering for this kid.
I think he's got above average stuff with his pitches, and he's only going to get better.
Look at that fastball, threw it right through the swing of Scherholz. 1-2.
That's 95 four-seamer. Here it is. See how far you can hit it, if in fact you can hit it.
Back with the 1-2. Foul back. Well, the homestand and this series concludes tomorrow, 3:35, folks. John Garland and Todd Wellemeyer, each looking for the first win of the season. They're both 0-2. 3:35. No TV tomorrow. That one fouled at the plate. Count remains 1-2. Thursday travel day. The Padres go to Cincinnati for 3 on the weekend, then down to Florida, Miami. 3 games with the Marlins. All 6 of those here on Channel 4. There's the slider low and inside. 2-2. Bases empty, 2 outs here in the second. Ground ball hit sharply, but right to the Gold Glove of Gonzalez. 1-2-3. The Giant story in the second. It'll be Headley, Blanks, and Hairston for the Padres. The Padres take on the Brewers, 5:35, and Chris Young replica jersey is yours, presented by Petco. Get to the park early as jerseys are limited to the first 25,000 fans in attendance. Visit Padres.com. Get your tickets tonight. Chase Headley batting right-handed against Sanchez on the season. The top average at .353. Foul back, but Headley has been tormented by the slants of the southpaw Sanchez. He, in fact, is 0 for 9, striking out 4 times, trying to solve the delivery of the 27-year-old from Puerto Rico. Late call, strike.
Backdoor curveball, or a slurve if you want to call it that, from Sanchez, and he's made one different move in his delivery. He stays back a little bit more, gathers himself.
Throws this in the dirt.
That's the adjustment. Before, Jonathan Sanchez wasn't consistent with his arm slot. Talked to Mike Krukow, the color analyst for the Giants, and he said just that little bit of a gather over the rubber before he starts forward. Before his foot would be out front, his arm would still be back. Tough to catch up. He's getting on top of the ball better and having a better release point, and hence more strikes.
2-2 pitch. Ooh, that's a good looking pitch.
That is a pitcher's pitch. That is a strike. It might look low, but I'll guarantee you that pitch crosses at the knees. That's a good pitch.
3-2. Plate umpire Brian Knight saw it low. And ball 4. So the leadoff man on for the Padres here in the second. Brings up Kyle Blanks. Well, it was July 10th last year in San Francisco. Sanchez almost a perfect game against San Diego. Struck out 11, no-hitter. And the beauty of it all was that his father, Sigfrido, was watching his son pitch for the very first time in the major leagues that night. And what an evening to share. Oh, my. Blanks, first pitch strike.
Well, there was some electricity in the air that night with each inning. The excitement just mounting. It was exciting.
There was nothing like it as a sportscaster calling a no-hit, no-run game.
I'll bet. You've had a few in your day.
Few indeed. Dennis Eckersley, Clyde Wright with the Angels, of course Nolan Ryan. 4 of those. And it just, once you get to the 7th inning and all those zeros are up there, and every little subtle move, every nuance comes into play. Fastball missing. And it's got to be high to get it out of the strike zone to this big guy. Hitting .233 with a couple of home runs. Single and a triple last night. Runner goes. Throw is going to be way too late as Headley, not the fastest man for the Padres, but he knows when to take the break. He stole that one off Sanchez.
My goodness, what's going on with these Padres? We've got David Eckstein hitting home runs. We've got Chase Headley stealing bases. That's his 3rd stolen base of the year. Hey, you pick the right time, the right pitch, the right leg kick from the left-hander Sanchez, and you get yourself a free 90 feet.
A walk and a stolen base, and the Blanks can now, with 1 and 2 on him, he's limited as to what he can do. But if he should punch one to that right side, move Headley over to where he could score on and out. There he goes down swinging on a half swing. Fooled badly on that one. Second strikeout for Sanchez. Scott Hairston, center fielder, batting .214, but as we documented last night, has done his best hitting against Giant pitching in his career. He's hit 60 home runs in his big league career, and 11 of those against San Francisco. Trying to pick up Headley here in the second inning. Torrealba on deck. 1 out. In the dirt, good stop by the catcher. Eli Whiteside behind the plate tonight.
Well, when you have a catcher like Whiteside burying himself behind home plate, digging those knees in the dirt and taking that breaking ball off the chest, that's just going to give much more confidence to Jonathan Sanchez to throw that breaking ball, even when there's a runner in scoring position.
Swing and a miss. Change. Hairston out in front.
I think another confidence factor for Jonathan Sanchez is throwing to Eli Whiteside. He caught the no-hitter last year against the Padres, so that makes the comfort level much better for the pitcher.
Another ball in the dirt, 2-1. Although they went on to win last night to extend their win streak to 4 in a row, Padres were 0 for 7 picking up runners in scoring position. Here's a chance early to get in front of the Giants. Ooh, almost threw that one into center field.
That looked like a timing play. See Sanchez, he kind of deked the runner like he was going to his cap a little bit, and then Uribe snuck in from behind.
I think Uribe was surprised. Luckily, he was close enough to second. Yeah. He was able to backhand that out of center field. Two balls and a strike. Slider, 2-2. Well, he's got a little bit of everything, doesn't he, Sanchez?
He does. Sometimes with that four-seam fastball, it'll run a little bit away from the lefty into the righty. He'll two-seam it once in a while. And we're going to try to get a peek maybe during the game at that changeup grip. It's like a forkball grip, but he calls it a changeup.
Time called by Hairston at the plate, 2-2. Sanchez, the last 2 years, 334 strikeouts. That ranks 7th in the major leagues for lefties. CC Sabathia, #1 with over 440. Misses with that running fastball inside, 3-2. Headley at second with a walk to lead off the inning and a stolen base. Blank striking out, and now a full count on Scott Hairston. See how closely Uribe is playing. He's only 8-10 feet off the bag there at second. Trying to keep Headley close, and as the pitch is made, he hustles back into the hole to cover.
They're watching Chase Headley like he's Ricky Henderson.
Yeah. Ball 4. A couple of walks. And runners at first and second for Yorvi Torrealba. Had a couple base hits last night, and they were both shots. Almost took the head off of Dan Runzler in the 7th inning. That ball that was aimed right at his bean. He just able to get out of there.
I don't know whether the runner at second base was affecting Sanchez or not, but now with one out, there's a force at any base. You get Torrealba to roll a ground ball. It's not the worst fate to walk Scott Hairston in that situation.
Fastball 91 runs over the inside corner. Everett Cabrera would be next. The air is heavy tonight in San Diego. It's going to take a blast to get it out of here. Late on that 92-mile-an-hour fastball.
You ought to be wanted to get on top of that one and send it out of this ball. Look at that swing there, but way out of the zone. Up around the letters.
Sanchez ahead on the count. 2 strikes.
He will go up the ladder, up and away to the right-handed hitters as well. Sanchez will have guys chase.
That was way up. That was the top step of the ladder.
Yeah, and you know what? Think about it, Dick. In this climate, you mentioned the heavy air, correct? If you're a left-handed pitcher with the stuff of Sanchez, you've got a right-handed hitter. Fastballs up and away. Give him right field. What are the chances of him going the opposite field have him hit it in the air to right field.
Or that slider low and in and get the ground ball for the potential double play. Runner goes from third. Swung on and missed. The throw to third. Not in time. And moving to second was Scott Hairston. A double steal. But Torrealba strikes out on the play. Third strikeout for Sanchez. Well, there's that aggression that Buddy Black promised from his young Padres in spring training.
Like the 1959 White Sox, the Go-Go White Sox. Al Lopez was sending everybody. Bud Black, the Go-Go Padres. How close was it? Ooh, did you see Chase? His left hand, did he bring his left hand back to avoid
Yes,
the
he
tag?
did. And then he went with the right hand to the bag and eluded the tag of Sandoval. So second and third for Everett Cabrera. Pick up a couple of runs here with a base hit. They're not going to pitch to him. So the third walk of the inning, intentional to Cabrera. And they're going to risk pitching to the mighty Matt Latos, who claims to be the best home run hitter on the pitching staff.
Hey, with the way Sanchez is throwing, you could steal home on this guy. The big leg kick, he's throwing the lollipop eephus pitch, the Rip Sewell eephus pitch. Okay, you start going right now. Steal home on that guy. Just a thought.
You got to rein up now and then. I know it's going really well so far in this inning.
This is the slide into third base. Brings the left hand back and then sneaks it right in there again. And Sandoval could not apply the tag. Third base umpire Jerry Davis was all over it. Nicely done, Chase. Sleight of hand. He's a magician in the offseason. Does birthday parties and bar mitzvahs and all that stuff.
Balloons and makes them into animals. Oh, I like that. Jumps out one strike on Latos with a tough opportunity here against the high quality pitcher, but bat on ball, maybe something good will happen late on that swing. 91 on the fastball, so Sanchez jumps in front, 2 strikes. One for 21 in his brief major league career is Latos. Not a chance. 93, throw it right by him. The bases are left loaded by the Padres in the second. We go to the third, no score. Call 800 Farmers or visit farmers.com because ready feels good. And on this date, April 20th, 4 years ago, Julio Franco became the oldest player to homer, 47 years, 240 days old in the Mets' 7-2 win over the Padres, and here it is. Off Scott Linebrink, down over the Petco porch. Brian Giles unable to climb the wall, and the old man touches them all.
Are you sure he didn't use his cane to hit that ball out of the ballpark? That's quite impressive.
A maple cane. It didn't shatter.
Yeah, that's right.
Latos going to work on the catcher Whiteside. 1-1. Been up just 11 times this season with 3 hits, 1 a home run. Then the pitcher's spot, and Velez, the leadoff man here in the third. No score. Good slider there at 88. Some velocity.
Sometimes Matty will wrap that slider a little bit, and that will make it break a little bit bigger, more tilt. Sometimes he'll just cut it a little bit. It's a shorter break.
That ball is hit well to left center field in the alley. Scott Hairston racing, diving, and can't get there. That's a ground rule double as it bounces over the Geico sign. Boy, for a moment it looked like Hairston was going to outrun that drive. A long double from Whiteside. And thank goodness for the heavy air. That ball is long gone.
You know, we've got a great vantage point up from our booth. Whiteside gets on this slider and sends it a long way, but this is the view we see. You see the ball starting to come down. You see Scotty Hairston converging on it and almost makes the catch. We should get a good view here how close it really is. Oh, that was close.
It really was.
Just out of his reach. What a great effort by Scott.
So the leadoff double by Whiteside. So the pitcher Sanchez up. Infield looking for the sacrifice. Pops it in the air. Back on the screen and over the screen. So in his limited play, Whiteside swinging the bat. 4 for 12 and a couple of doubles. Dustin Eli Whiteside, New Albany, Mississippi. Up high, 1-1. A little extra on that fastball.
Yeah, Torrealba's, he's telling Matt Latos, hey, let's kind of gather ourselves a little bit. That one almost went back to the screen. Whiteside would have been on third base. He had to come up out of the crouch and get that fastball. He's giving himself up here. He's trying to bunt him over. Throw him a strike. You might get that lead runner. You never know.
Chop foul. So 1-2 on Sanchez. Staring in to the third base dugout to see if Bochy wants him to try to bunt with 2 strikes on him. Infield still looking for the bunt. And he does. Latos is going to go to third, and they get him. Quick reaction by Latos, and he fired a strike to Headley. And Sanchez safe at first on the fielder's choice. Big play.
The benefit of the hard bunt. And you've got to make up your mind that you got to stick to your decision and commit. And that's exactly what Latos does. Gloves it, spins, fires a strike. Nice job. If that's a high throw, it's a different story. But he did not deaden that ball like he wanted to.
So the Padres get an out, and they trade second for first. They'll do that on any given day. And the pitch to Velez is a strike. He walked the first time up. Boy, the Dodgers lost a tough one tonight in Cincinnati. They were behind 9-5 and rallied with 4 runs to tie it. And then Cincinnati came right back to win it in the bottom of the 8th with 2, 11-9.
Tell you what, the ball must be jumping on the banks of the Ohio. Wait till you get to that ballpark. Oh, man.
So we go from the pitchers' parks in the West, especially in San Francisco and here in San Diego. Those hitters start to salivate when they see Cincinnati. 1-1 to Velez. Ground ball toward the hole. That's going to squirt through. Not hit hard, but good direction. Sanchez starts at second base. And again, the play on the sacrifice bunt key, or the Giants would have a run. Brings up Edgar Renteria. Grounded into a double play his first time up.
It's a very awkward swing. A pitch that was up. Looked almost like a two-part swing from Velez, but taking it the other way for the safety.
Infield set for 2 again. Fouled out of play. Started him with a slider. The ageless Renteria from Colombia, now 34 years old, 14 years in the big leagues. This is 15th. Always been a solid hitter. Lifetime 288. Right. That had a live fastball at 94.
You know, Edgar Renteria has had some injuries. And a lot of people don't realize, we take a look at this great located fastball. This guy played with bone chips in his elbow last year, the size of the Hope Diamond. I mean, he played in pain most of the time. Then he had surgery. This guy's a gamer.
2 strikes the count. He throws his bat at the ball. There's one. Eckstein to first. Another double play. Twice Renteria has bounced into a double play, and Latos out of another jam. No runs. A single and a double in the inning. And 2 men left on, 1 man left on base. Middle of the third. Still a scoreless tie. Life is a lease, so negotiate well. Dick Enberg, Mark Grant at Petco Park, ready for the 3rd inning. The Giants, that last inning with a leadoff double and a single, but denied when the sacrifice failed, and Renteria ended the inning with his 2nd double play in 2 at-bats. So Sanchez ready to work to the top of the order. How about that last inning, the 2nd inning? Walk to Headley, strikeout Blanks. Walk to Hairston, strikeout Torrealba. Walk to Cabrera, strikeout Latos. You don't see that very often.
You don't, and a lot of pitches, getting that pitch count up. Also, it was a quick inning in the first, but Sanchez, 40 tosses this evening. Not bad.
Jerry Hairston flied to center. He'll be followed by Eckstein and Gonzalez here in the 3rd. Brought that one over the inside corner. Hairston and Hairston in the outfield tonight. The brothers who are joined here with the Padres this year. both were so excited about the opportunity, since they never had the chance to play on the same team throughout their youth and in the big leagues. Swing and a miss. Change thrown by Sanchez. He's got all the pitches.
He'll spot the fastball in. You can see that ball come out of his hand. He kind of rolls it over a little bit and gets that little dippy-do action in the hitting area. It's tough to stay back on that pitch when you've got fastball arm speed and you throw the changeup.
Lays off the fastball below the knees. 2-2. Foul. Just did get enough to nick that one off the chest protector of the catcher Whiteside. Stays alive. 2-2. We already had our moment of this date in history, the Franco home run, the oldest man ever to hit a home run in the big leagues. And it's a historic day as well for the opening of two of the great baseball parks in the majors. On this date in 1912, both Fenway and what became Tiger Stadium. Fouled again. 1912. They opened the doors in Boston at Fenway. Trying to think, back in Detroit, it wasn't Tiger Stadium, it wasn't Briggs Stadium, and before that it was Navin Field. I think it was Bennett Park in 1912. You know, they've torn down almost all the double-deck stadium. Tiger Stadium, we were there a couple of years ago, went out to see the site because I spent my youth there. That's on the corner. Well thrown, off speed, caught the outside edge, and that's 5 strikeouts already for Sanchez.
Backdoor breaking ball. That's that big slurve that he throws. He doesn't call it a slider. He doesn't call it a curveball. It's a slurve.
Nicely framed by Whiteside. Hairston thought it missed.
I guess you can call it a slider, but there are different types. The hard one, and then they'll wrap it a little bit, get a little bigger break on it.
Eckstein fly to center his first time up. Fouled out of play. Well, we have a lot of Michiganders here in Southern California, San Diego area, and that wonderful ballpark has been demolished, except they've kept from dugout to dugout the home plate area and the double deck, just to remind people what once was there. And when you see it from outside, from the street that would represent running along right field, center field, it's just amazing that they could put a ballpark in that little piece of real estate. Of course, that's why it had the overhangs and some short distances. Another foul.
Trumbull Street, right?
Michigan and Trumbull.
I can just hear Ernie Harwell saying that. I was lucky enough to toe the slab there at Tiger Stadium.
You did?
I did. What a great ballpark.
And for broadcasters, a great spot. You could hear the conversation at home plate. Eckstein hits a fly ball to center again, and right there is Velez. 2 away, and thus far Sanchez, other than the 3 walks, has been tough. Yeah, as a kid, I'd hitchhike with my pal in from the farm at about a 40-mile hitchhike when the Red Sox were in town to play the Tigers, because my idol Ted Williams, just to get there early, you had to see Ted Williams take batting practice.
Yep.
Didn't matter about the game because he'd always hit a couple of home runs. He just tore that place apart. But to see him take BP. Gonzalez down low, ball 1. And one day, we went down. We knew where the players stayed, the Book Cadillac Hotel downtown. About a mile from the hotel, you walked up Michigan Avenue to the ballpark. Swing and a miss. And you knew the ball players because they always were dressed. Of course, Ted never wore a tie, but they wore those wingtip shoes.
Oh, yeah.
That was the giveaway. Brown shoe with a white wingtip. And one day, there's Ted Williams, and he's walking with the manager all the way to the ballpark. We followed him. Ground ball, 2 hops. Easy flip to first. The putout goes from Huff to Sanchez. A 1-2-3 inning again for Jonathan Sanchez. For the Giants in the 4th, it'll be Pablo Sandoval, Aubrey Huff, and Juan Uribe. Sandoval a single to left field his first time up, and there's another one. A line shot over the leaping fry of shortstop Cabrera, and Sandoval is 2 for 2. You mentioned there's no pitch he doesn't like.
Oh.
Probably the left-handed version of Vladimir Guerrero. You know, just throw the ball up there, I'll hit it. Look at that pitch.
Good call. And you know what? You make a good point. Vladimir Guerrero swings at everything, and when he hits it, he usually squares it up.
Well, leadoff man on. 4 hits for the Giants against Latos. And here's Aubrey Huff, fouled to third his first time. Good. 92-mile-an-hour cutter there.
Dick, I have to ask you, because we talked about hitters squaring up the baseball. Continue your story about Ted Williams. Did you get his autograph? Did you ask him for his autograph?
We followed him all the way. If he slowed down, we slowed down. If he picked up the pace, we picked up. I wouldn't have dared to interfere with Ted Williams and ask him for an autograph or a handshake. Oh, you didn't do that kind of thing. Fouled away. But by the time they got all the way to the ballpark and walked into the players' entrance, and we had followed them that close, I mean, that close, as we told our friends, I mean, we were so excited we had to go home and change our clothes. And then to meet Ted later as the native of San Diego and get to know him and talk baseball with him, and it's a dream come true. And I wanted to be like that. I wanted to be, so I taught myself to hit left-handed. You know, he said, remember that overhang in right field, and it was only 325 down the line, and then with that overhang, you know, you hit the ball in the air, pulled it at all. That was a pretty easy home run. And he used to just terrorize Detroit pitching. I mean, with that swing of his. First guy ever to hit the ball totally out of the ballpark, in fact. 2 strikes upstairs, 1 and 2 to Huff. I asked him late when he was out here, I said, you know, we always dreamed that when you got old, you know, 38, 39, were you still hitting 300, that they'd trade you to Detroit because you would hit so many home runs there. I said, how many home runs, Ted, do you think you would have hit in one season if you played in Detroit? I said, 80. Without hesitation. Ground ball toward the hole. Eckstein will go the short way as Sandoval moves into scoring position. Well, the Giants threaten once again with Sandoval at second, 1 out. Juan Uribe steps in. Did you have someone like that when you grew up as a Cubs fan in Chicago?
You know what? Billy Williams, Ernie Banks, two of my boyhood idols growing up, going to Wrigley Field. Wrigley Field was the first place that my dad took me to for a big league ball game. And then that was on the north side, but I was closer to Old Comiskey Park. But I grew up liking those two guys, number 26 and number 14.
Let's play two. We're on the same page. Yep. There's the first pitch to Uribe, a fastball low and outside.
And then, like you, I got to meet Ernie and Billy, where we've become friends. I'm more friends with Billy than I am with Ernie, but just a gentleman through and through, and just a class act, both of them.
Of course, on that team was that third baseman Ron Santos,
yep.
still a Cubs broadcaster. All he's gone through.
Yes.
A lot of sympathy for him and support for him to be a Hall of Famer. Broken bat shattered. Gonzalez has another put out as Sandoval moves to third. Well, we just can't get through a ball game without that happening.
Yep.
Just a total shear. And, you know, that's the way they're breaking off. It's a spear that.
You know, I know you and I were talking, Dick, last road trip, talking about Mabel bats and ash bats. Growing up, ash bats, you know, when you broke a bat, you looked at the handle, it almost had the shape of like an H. It had the two breaks, and then it connected in the middle.
Yes.
And I never saw a bat break in two.
Runner at third and 2 outs as John Bowker, he grounded out to Gonzalez. Is at bat.
And of course, as a kid, you had a broken wooden bat. What did you do? You got little finishing nails, and you pounded them in there, and then you put some tape around it.
Fastball runs inside. 2-0. Bowker with another left-handed batter sure holds on deck.
My dad had a bat from his childhood. It's still in our basement at home. A bat. It was a Hack Wilson model. That was like a telephone pole.
Well, yeah, he swung like a 40-ounce bat. High fly foul, right field, and Hairston will take a look, but that's going to sail back into the seats. That had pretty good distance. Hack Wilson. Boy, the stories about him. Old Hack could get out there after a long Saturday night and be out there in right field in the sun, and balls would be flying by him. He didn't even move. He just had to take a little nap. I'll get even when I bat.
I think I remember Hank Sauer was my minor league hitting coach when I was with the Giants, and I remember him telling stories about how he would be dragging out there in the outfield because, who was it that he played with the Cubs briefly early in his career? Because he was out Saturday night having a good time, and he'd have to cover his ground Sunday.
2-1. This is downstairs, a slider. 3-1. John Bowker. Of course, those stories become more exaggerated and more alive as each decade goes by. But there was some substance to them. This one is looped to left, could be trouble, but it's slicing foul. Full count. Breezy night, cool at Petco.
It's like a candlestick night, isn't it?
It is. San Francisco players must feel right at home. 3-2 pitch with a runner at third, 2 outs. A little looper out behind second. Eckstein makes the catch. Oh my, he's in the Giants' hair again. They're going to wear out the star the way Eckstein is playing.
He's unbelievable.
Saves another run as he did last night with a defensive gem. We go to the bottom of the fourth, still no score. Jonathan Sanchez, mighty tough to hit. He had the best. And there's a base hit. Well, so much for that, as Chase Headley gets the first base hit of the night for the Padres. We were about to say that for the left-handers in the majors, the last 2 years, he's given up a 239 combined batting average. You just don't get many hits. So enjoy this one, Chase Headley, as the ball hangs over the heart of the plate.
Make a good point. Lefty on righty. That's a slow breaking ball, so he has time to recognize it out of the hand. A lot of guys might be a little bit too quick on that baseball. Chase did a nice job of staying back.
First hit in his career against Sanchez, and that brings up Kyle Blanks. Blanks checking with Glenn Hoffman, coaching at third, to see if a play's in the works. First triple of his young major league career last night. Headley stole second and third in the second inning after walking to lead off. Has 4 this year, tops over Cabrera.
You know, that move to first base sparks my memory from last night. Remember the balk call?
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Well, I really can't say because I don't want to lose my job. But anyway, Greg Gibson, the first base umpire, was second base umpire last night, and he's the one who called the balk. The first base umpire, Brian Knight, didn't even call the balk.
There goes Headley. The throw by Whiteside won't be in time, and Headley has his third stolen base of the night. That's got to be tops for Chase Headley in his big league career. 3 stolen bases. We're in the 4th inning.
Well, with the left-hander, it looked like he was going on first move, and Whiteside, he nearly hit Sanchez in the get out of the way. That ball was about right at the letters on the back of his uniform where it says Sanchez, and he's in there safely.
Headley sliding right out of his belt.
Snapped right at the buckle.
Yeah, he has gone through security, and now he can put the belt back in place. How about Chase Headley? Master theft. And Rick Renteria. All right. We're all teammates here.
How about Rick Renteria saying, I've got the same waist size as that youngster?
Another check swing by Blanks. He struck out on a check swing his last time up. Rick Renteria, popular first base coach. Glenn Hoffman over at third. Blanks trying to put it in play here. 2-1. Ooh, there's a good heater. 91. Kyle was up, same situation, second inning, after Headley had walked and stole second. Couldn't move him over to third as he struck out on a half swing. Now 2-2. Fouled softly off first. Huff over, and he makes the catch as he tumbles into the booth, but tagging and going to third is Headley, but first base umpire Gibson saying go back to second base.
Does he say no catch? Because did he leave his feet before he caught the ball? Because there's that new rule that they've instituted a few years back.
And Huff banged up as he went over the railing. And limping a bit as he'll be attended by the training staff of the Giants. Wasn't hit very high, so he's at full speed almost when he hits, and he kind of gets his left leg caught, and there's nothing much to protect you in there. Yeah, he caught the ball.
Yeah, his feet were on the ground when he made the catch, and then his momentum carries him over. My goodness, that's potential for getting seriously hurt.
And on the play alertly, Headley tags and goes to third. I don't know what the umpire was pointing at Headley as if to say go back to second.
Yeah.
Right in between our two cameras. He comes out of the foxhole looking for the throw. So the foul out, Headley advances to third, or he could score on an out. There's no score. Hairston trying to bring him home. High heater, 92. One of 3 men that walked in the second inning when Padres left the bases loaded. As Sanchez walked 3 but struck out 3. First runner for the Padres to reach third tonight since the bases loaded walk. Let's see the movement of that ball into the right-handed hitter at 92 miles an hour.
So if that's the case, lefty coming inside to the right-handed hitter Harrison. Sandoval, Renteria on the left side better be aware, because that's where you get your grounder to the left side and freeze that runner at third.
Fouled off the fist.
You know, I'm impressed with Aubrey Huff over at first base. He had to have the presence of mind of keeping his feet on the field of play before he went over, because the rule is you can't dive into the stands to make a catch. Your feet have to be on the field of play. That rule was instituted a few years back to prevent guys from getting hurt. Remember Derek Jeter left his feet years ago? Well, let's watch the feet of Huff. They're on the ground. He makes the catch. Then his momentum comes over. If he were to dive over that railing and then it would have been no play.
Actually, it serves as a good play for the Padres because it moves the runner to third base. Another foul. A good cut by Scott Hairston on that delivery off speed. 1-2. Infield in tight. Trying to cut off the runner, Headley. Gives Scott Hairston a lot of hitting room over that drawn in infield.
I was just thinking of the breaking ball in the dirt, and Whiteside did a great job of smothering that pitch. Hey, runs are tough to come by as it is, right? Sometimes you need those gift runs. That is the slider in the dirt, and Whiteside buries it right in the glove nicely for his pitcher.
Count levels at 2-2. Sanchez not working from a windup. Grounded foul. Edge of the Giants dugout. The last Padre to steal 3 bases in a game, Dave Roberts, 4 years ago against the Cubs. Headley with 3 tonight. Stands at third. Light mist falling at the moment. And the 2-2 pitch. Low and inside, and blocked again by Whiteside.
Dick, we just picked something up with Sanchez. See that knuckle, the finger that's up on the baseball? That's his slider. That's the knuckle slider. He's in his glove like this, and it's just easier for that ball to get up and around over that finger rather than 2. Some guys feel comfortable with 2 fingers. He feels more comfortable getting it like that, so the ball gets over that finger quicker and get good rotation that way.
3-2 then to Hairston. And he hits this ball high and deep to right. That'll get the run in. Sherholtz back to make the catch. The tag by Headley. And the Padres lead 1-0. Sherholtz showing a good arm. That was a terrific throw. A lot closer than anticipated. But Headley sliding in. So a single, stolen base, foul out, and sacrifice fly. Hairston's 6th RBI.
The idea for Sanchez, that breaking ball down and into the right-hander, he wanted to keep it on the ground, have Hairston pull it on the ground to keep that runner at third base. Well, the breaking ball is up, it's elevated, and a little help from your friends. Torrealba telling him to slide and get dirty for that first point of the night. Nicely done.
Torrealba struck out back in the second. So Matt Lato's take to a tender 1-0 lead here in the 4th inning. 1-1 to the catcher of the Padres. Cabrera would be next.
You know what's great about baseball, Dick, like any other sport?
What?
It's like, what if this happened? What if that happened? So many people can talk about the game that way. If Aubrey Huff doesn't catch that foul ball, it's probably still at second base or at third. No run.
And actually, it turned out to be a positive play for the Padres.
Right.
Didn't work on that one in spring training, as I recall.
No, that's a tough one to work on. You want guys to stay healthy. Diving into a camera well.
Well, you could get the padding, you know, like gymnasts and all. You put the
into the foam, the foam pits. He might still be hurting a little bit.
Yeah, he might. 1-2. Swing and a miss as Torrealba chases a bad ball. But in the 4th inning, a run on a hit, stolen base, sacrifice fly, 1-0 San Diego.
Mid-game recap brought to you by Murray Lamper Construction. Check out their new and improved website at murraylamper.com to see photo galleries, some remodeling tips, even get a chance to meet the team. Check out the no obligation in-home design and accurate quote at murraylamper.com.
Well done, partner. Here we go to the 5th inning.
Thank you, sir.
Nate Scherholtz, then Eli Whiteside and the pitcher Sanchez. Bottom 3rd of the order against Latos. 1-0 San Diego, and a strike with a fastball. 0-2. Scherholtz grounded hard the first time up, but right at Gonzalez at first base. Infielder when signed as a pro and then converted to outfield. In the dirt, 1-2. He's 26 years of age. As you see, that mist exaggerated with that long lens. It's not raining that hard. It's not enough to annoy the fans. Looks more serious, the precipitation, than it is. Ground ball again to Gonzalez. It's like a magnet, and he beats Scherholtz to the bag.
He's hitting it to the wrong guy down there.
Busy night for the first baseman of the Padres. 1, 2, 3, 4 unassisted putouts. Eli Whiteside doubled to deep left center his first time up. side with the fastball. And now it is picking up a little more. You see the wind blowing little sheets of rain from the left field corner out toward right. Strike. 84 miles an hour. It's a slider. Foul.
Well, it doesn't look like Matt Latos. I'm always concerned when the rain starts to pour a little bit. The tremendous amount of gunk on the bottom of the pitcher's spikes. It looks like he's pretty clean out there. The bottom of his shoes.
2-2. And that in the dirt.
You don't want
slider.
You don't want to be slipping and sliding out there. You know, they keep such good care of this field. As we take a look, yeah, you can still see the nails there.
Not that this game is in the threat of being postponed, but it would be nice to get a couple of outs here and make it an official game. 4.5. Swing and a miss. Whiteside goes down. Latos, who has not had the strikeout pitch, that's his first strikeout for the Padres, who lead the National League in strikeouts.
Here it is. See how far you can hit that. Whiteside doubled in the third. Latos challenges him with a fastball to put him away.
Sanchez, the pitcher, bats. Tried to sacrifice in the third with a runner Whiteside at second and no one out. But Latos threw out Whiteside at third. And that saved a run. It's been the defense tonight, along with Latos's pitching, that has the Padres in front 1-0. 2 double plays turned by the infield. That's been popped back toward us. And a run-saving, diving catch by David Eckstein behind second base to rob John Bowker of a base hit with a runner in scoring position. Swing, miss. It takes a good rip, doesn't it? 1 for 3 this season is Sanchez. Swing and a miss weakly, and Latos finishes his work in the fifth by striking out Whiteside and Sanchez. Halfway mark in this one. Padres 1, Giants nothing. Total tasting. Get more information and your ticket to the game by visiting Padres.com/beerfest. And of course, the opponent are the Brewers from Milwaukee.
This guy came prepared.
Yeah. With that plastic poncho. Didn't think the Dodger fans were that smart, did you?
And of course, kids are having fun, whether it's sunny and 90 degrees or into the 60s and a little precipitation. You just bring a garbage bag and you're good to go.
All right. Cabrera's good to go here to lead off the 5th inning with Latos and Hairston to follow. Cabrera intentionally walked his first time up with runners at second and third and 2 outs. They walked Cabrera to get to pitcher Latos and struck him out. Batting right-handed this year, Everett is 2 for 8. Hits that one high in the air toward left. Easing in is Bowker. 1 away. Matt Latos, 1 of 6 strikeout victims by the left-hander Sanchez tonight. And that little brief cell of misty rain has passed through, and no rain now. Strike 1. John Garland looking for his first Padre win tomorrow afternoon, 3:35. Todd Wellemeyer, 0-2 for the Giants. Wrap up the homestand. Hope you'll come out and enjoy daytime baseball at Petco. One and 2.
How about a push bunt here? Well, I know there's 2 strikes, but
Swing and a miss, and strikeout number 7 for Sanchez. Continues to be on that more than a strikeout per inning pace. Well, let's take a look at our Channel 4 Padre television schedule coming up. No TV tomorrow, and then off on Thursday to Cincinnati. 3:45 airtime Friday and Saturday. Gosh, I thought that Saturday game was a day game in Cincinnati. Maybe not. My schedule may be wrong. Sunday is a day game, and then Monday, Tuesday night in Florida with a day game on Wednesday. Getaway. That ball is hit high in the air to left field. Bowker going back, but there's room. And Jerry Hairston is out. A 1-2-3 inning for Sanchez. He's allowed only 1 hit through 5, but it cost him. And San Diego leads 1-0. the 6th. And a reminder for you kids, enjoy a Padres game and get a new picture frame on Sunday, May 2nd. All kids 14 and younger receive a great Padres picture frame presented by Cox Channel 4 San Diego. Get your tickets at Padres.com or call 619-795-5555. The Brewers and Padres, Sunday, May 2nd, Padre Picture Frame Day. Matt Latos going to work here in the 6th inning. Renteria, Sandoval, and Huff for the Giants as light rain continues to fall at Petco. Or check that, it's Velez to lead off here, and he swings and misses 1-1 to be followed by Renteria and Sandoval. Velez walk. And he was aboard in the 3rd inning when Renteria grounded into a double play after he had singled. Pours a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Lato still has his good stuff.
He's heating up as the night goes on.
Thrown 72 pitches, so good command. 1-0 San Diego here in the 6th. Misses downstairs with a slider, 2-2. Fouled back. Velez base hit last time up. Didn't hit it hard at all, but perfectly aimed between 3rd and short. In fact, it barely had enough juice on it to get out to left field. Just died in the grass. What a line drive in the scorebook. Fouled again.
You know, that base hit you're talking about, Dick, was a classic example of A, Latos not hitting his spot, and 2, Velez hitting it to a spot where the defense wasn't playing him. If you take a look at that hack, it was a bad swing. It wasn't hit well. He just beat the defense. Latos didn't hit his spot.
One of 4 Giants hits. Right back to Latos. He was ready for it, fielding his position for the first out. 4 runs, 4 hits for the Giants. 1 run, 1 hit for San Diego.
Not bad for Matt Latos on the pitch count. That's one of the things Darren Balsley talked about before the game. I'm trying to be a little bit more economical with the pitches. But you know what, though? That's kind of a phrase that if the guy's going to strike out a lot of guys, you can't prevent that.
Renteria takes it low.
If the hitter puts the ball in play, the hitter puts the ball in play. If he swings through and misses, 9 times in an inning for 3 strikeouts, that's a lot of pitches.
Another ball in the dirt, 2-0 to Renteria. Reminds me of, Jake Peavy in his greatest games. You had such good stuff. They didn't put it in play. They kept following it off.
Right.
That you'd get 8, 9, 10 pitches to a batter, and yet the batter didn't do anything except foul it away, and eventually it wears down the pitcher's innings. 3-0 to Renteria.
So to your point, it's like, okay, well, what do you want? Do you want the guy to back off a little bit so the hitters can't put the balls in play? Of course not. A pitcher's going to stick to his strength.
3-0 Renteria. See if he's green lighted. That's right. 95 on the inside corner. 1 out in the 6th. 1-0 San Diego. Sandoval with 2 hits and 2 at-bats is on deck. Sharp ground ball. Cabrera to his left. Straightens and gets him. Another solid defensive play by the Padres infield. A couple of double plays. That's a good play. Eckstein saving a run with a diving catch.
Look at the downward action on that ball out of the hand of Latos, and a great first step to his left. Even the guys in the dugout, being fans, they like that one. They're all bundled up. They got the hoodies on, but that'll warm everybody up in this ballpark, seeing Everett Cabrera twirl and throw a strike. That's nice.
Sandoval, 2 line drive singles to left, and they pitch him away with a fastball. Only 23 years of age, this Venezuelan. Hit .330 last year, fourth highest among players in their first full major league season since 1958. And he finished 7th in the 2009 National League MVP balloting. Banner year for Sandoval, and the promise is that this could be one of the real stars in the National League. Hits this one deep to left center. Scott Hairston has room and makes the catch. 1-2-3 for Latos in the top of the 6th inning. He has retired 9 in a row. 1-0 Padres. With Gonzalez and Headley to follow. Jonathan Sanchez, 5 innings of 1-hit ball, but trails in the game 1-0. Looped back a first into foul territory. Long run, and Sherholz playing shallow, able to make the play. How about Jonathan Sanchez? He has pitched 13 consecutive innings going back to his last start, allowing only 3 hits, and has struck out 18, and yet he has 1 win, and he's behind tonight.
His confidence is just growing and growing. He's believing in his stuff.
Never hitting much harder now.
Yeah.
Last year he finished 8-12. That's hard to believe with the stuff that he has. Gonzalez 0 for 2 tonight. Ooh, Gonzalez stares back at plate umpire Ryan Knight. You called that a strike? Looked inside.
Is that down?
Swings through that fastball. A rare rainy night in April in San Diego. Swing and a miss. Totally fooled on that breaking ball. The slider gets Gonzalez. He struck out twice tonight. That's 8 for Sanchez.
Threw a fastball by him before this pitch, and then this one here looked like a little wrinkle on it, down and away.
Chase Headley. You might say, if you were writing the headline to the game to this point, the Padres steal the lead from the Giants. 3 stolen bases by Headley. All the way to the screen, ball 1. He has the only San Diego hit, line single to center to lead off the 4th, and stole second, his 3rd stolen base of the game. Moved to 3rd on a freakish play with First baseman Huff catching the ball and pinwheeling into the crowd, and Headley able to tag and go to third, and he scored on Scott Hairston's fly ball to right. Outside, trying to pick the corner, 2-0 to Headley. Walked his first time up and stole second and third. Padres eventually loaded the bases on 3 walks that inning. This one pulled, just foul. Well struck by Headley. He flirts with a 2-base hit.
Well, he turned on that inside fastball nicely. Headley dropping the head down and in, and just left of the base. Look at that rooster tail on that ball and that wet grass.
Which could be a factor on any plays in the outfield or throws. Breaking ball bends inside. 3-1 to Headley. High fastball foul back. It might have been ball 4.
Yeah. That high fastball is tough to lay off. I mentioned that earlier. That is one of the pitches that Sanchez will throw by design, up and away to the right-handed hitters when he is ahead, or it's a fastball count. Another fastball count here, 3-2 to stay alive after that fastball. Fastball in.
Ball is hit down the left field line and foul. Bowker giving chase. Not hit well. It was up on the handle of the bat. So Headley comes back. Count full. Other National League West scores. Having a slugfest over in Arizona in the 6th inning. It's the Diamondbacks 8 and St. Louis 7. Dodgers lost 11-9 at Cincinnati. Colorado beat Washington 10-4. Swung on and missed on a ball in the dirt, so catcher Whiteside has to get the out at first base. 9 strikeouts for Sanchez. He's pitched magnificently. One hitter, but trails 1-0. At your San Diego Hyundai dealers. Get more MPG, more value, and double the warranty online at San Diego Hyundai Dealers.com. 7th inning. Matt Latos working on a string of 9 consecutive outs as he faces Aubrey Huff, Uribe, and Bowker in the 7th. High fly ball, right side of the infield. Eckstein waits for it to come down out of the rain. 10 in a row. quarterback of the Chargers, Philip Rivers, with his family enjoying the action tonight. Wondering, as many of you NFL fans are, what will be the Chargers' first-round pick on Thursday night. They're eventually going to have to get a quarterback somewhere. I know a good one, Lefevre from Central Michigan.
Oh, yeah?
Chippewas. Oh, yeah. He's the Tim Tebow of the Mid-American.
A little bias there, Mr. Greenberg?
Me? Hail to the Chippewas. One out. Here's Uribe, home run last night. He takes fastball, and he's still gunning it at 97, Matt Latos.
Well, he's getting stronger as this game goes on. So early on, we were seeing 93, 94, and as you just mentioned, 97.
Ground ball right at Eckstein. Second baseman with that soft toss put out. 11 in a row retired by the 22-year-old Latos. I know you have too been pondering that age-old question. Why is abbreviation a long word?
Very good. I never thought of that.
Yeah, it's just something to really ruminate here on a wet evening.
I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight.
The pitch to Bowker. 2 outs and no one on. He's grounded out and sent what appeared to be a base hit headed towards center field that was captured by Eckstein to save a run with the man at second base in the 4th inning. It's kind of like, that question is kind of like, here's Latos. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Why do they call it rush hour when the traffic's going so slowly? I mean, it
should be slow hour.
Yeah, it should be.
Rush
hour is, Sunday at,
rush.
Chopped at the plate. 2-2.
I'll tell you, rush hour for me is going to be about a half hour after this game is over, and I'm heading east out to the Pine.
Because you're rushing.
Absolutely.
But,
actually, I'm Scotch.
You're always staying under the limit. Though.
Right. Of course. I don't break the limit.
Of course not. Not a good idea. 2-2. Broken bat, fly ball to left. Right there is Blanks. That's another 1-2-3 inning and 12 straight. Retired another splinter job for Latos. Action throughout this magnificent ball yard. Jonathan Sanchez in this pitcher's duel, working in tough luck, allowing only one hit, but San Diego able to manufacture a run in the 4th on a single stolen base, foul out, and fly out. Chase Headley in the thick of all that action. Blanks leads it off and fouls this one back.
It is amazing how this game of baseball works. In this series, San Diego versus the Giants, 4 runs, 3 sac flies. The Padres 0 for 11 with runners in scoring position. And they've gotten a win out of it, and they're winning this game.
Until the runner in scoring position tonight.
Right.
Low and outside.
And the sac fly.
Sanchez working on a string of outs, 9 in a row, just as Latos has knocked down 12 straight Giants.
See him trying to go up that ladder again, make him chase.
2-1. Blanks, Hairston, Scott Hairston, and Torrealba due in this stretch half of the 7th inning. A walk and a sacrifice fly for Blanks. Strike. .95 pitches now for Sanchez. On the outside corner. Blanks didn't think so. Slider, backdoor. And that's strikeout number 10 for the lefty.
That's the sharper the breaking ball. And you know what? Eli Whiteside tries to frame it. He may have gotten a call there. Who knows? It's kind of tough to tell from that angle. You know, with 2 strikes, you got to be hacking, try to maybe foul that pitch off to get a better pitch. But that's a tough pitch for Kyle Blanks to hit.
Scott Hairston walked, and the sacrifice fly for him. Blanks struck out, fouled out, and now struck out. Hairston able to deliver with Chase Headley at 3rd and 1 out back in the 4th inning, able to hit a ball deep enough to right field to get the run in. The only run of the game. Broken bat looper to left, but Renteria able to go back and make the catch. Another shattered bat. And it's bordering on ridiculous.
You know, I've seen it before, the years past, where guys square it up on the label. I'm sorry, not the label. On the sweet spot, and the bat would shatter. That's a Louisville slugger right there.
Louisville splinter right there.
Yeah.
Well, the players must like it. The Maple Leaf feel like they have, you know, when they do hit the sweet spot, that it seems to drive off the bat more. Torrealba out in front of the changeup. He struck out twice. So Sanchez in his last, counting this inning, his last 15 innings, has struck out 21 batters. Had 11 against the Pirates through 8 innings in his win last Wednesday. Skips that one in. The slider. Boy, what a pitching staff that Bruce Bochy has. We saw Matt Cain last night. You got Lincecum with 3-0 already and a 0.90 ERA, 2-time Cy Young winner, and Barry Zito throwing great ball. Way out in front, 2-2, and we congratulate Barry Zito. The San Diego City Council recognizing him this morning in a ceremony for his terrific work. Strikeouts for troops. He's raised almost $2 million in the last 5 years.
Big fan of Barry Zito, the left-hander.
Well done, Barry. High. Full count to Torrealba. $17,822 here on a misty night. 1-0 game. If you like a pitcher's duel, this has been a dandy. Full count. If Torrealba can get on, Cabrera on deck. No activity in either bullpen. Oh, now we do see a right-hander starting to throw for the Padres. Mike Adams getting loose. And as we check on Adams, more and more serious. Torrealba flies this one to center field where Velez well camped. And another 1-2-3 inning. So both pitchers now have retired 12 men in a row. Can experience a Padres game downtown, enjoy big savings over gate prices, scoreboard welcome, much more. Petco Park offering exciting group facilities to fit your group's specific needs. Reserve your group tickets today. Call 619-795-5555. Operators will be standing by all day tomorrow. And don't forget, 3:35 start tomorrow. John Garland and Todd Wellemeyer for the Giants to wrap up the homestand. Mike Adams comes in for Matt Latos, and what an outing by the 22-year-old Latos. 93 pitches, 7 innings, no runs, 4 hits, walked 1 and struck out 2.
You know, I don't mean to embarrass you, Dick, but you know what? You called it before the game. You said you had a good feeling about Matt Latos.
I really did.
On the hill tonight, you said he was going to pitch a gem, and you were spot on.
He just had, I think he's learning. It's a work in progress. He didn't like the way he performed and acted the last outing when he got upset by a couple of calls that went against him by the plate umpire. Came out, he knows he's good. Yeah, he just got to prove it to the league. And we've seen enough of him that there's terrific promise there.
You called it.
Here's Adams. And his first pitch, a 92-mile-an-hour fastball to Nate Scherholtz, just missed. Scherholtz, Whiteside, and the pitcher spot here in the 8th inning, and the Giants have a right-hander warming up in the bullpen. Ball is hit hard and deep to left center field, tailing away from Hairston. Back, and it bounces up against the wall. Scherholtz is going to go for 3, and he's there. He can gallop that guy. A stand-up triple. So Mike Adams greeted by Scherholtz with a long triple to left center. Outfield was playing him to pull. He found the gap at the 401 mark in left center. So the tying run 90 feet away with no one out.
Mike trying to keep the fastball away, just elevated. You can see on the Carl's Jr. pitch track and off the left-handed bat, slicing away from Scott Hairston. No need to look at the third base coach, Tim Flannery. The play is right in front of Scherholtz. Now the infield will be drawn in, trying to prevent that run from scoring.
Whiteside steps in. He has a double to left center, almost the same spot, and a strikeout.
Thinking possibly a squeeze. Fake the third.
Infield in tight with Headley, Cabrera, Eckstein, and Gonzalez. They'll make the play at the plate on a ground ball. Fouled off the mask of catcher Torrealba. Benji Molina swinging a weighted bat in the on deck circle, the pitcher spot after Whiteside.
Well, Mike Adams needs to do his best Harry Houdini act right here with that leadoff triple.
Down low, 1-1. The 7 innings worked by Latos of shutout ball. 7 matches his career high in pitching distance in a game. 7 innings. Now 1-1. Adams to Whiteside. Ground ball swept to third. Headley can hold the runner. There's 1 out. And here comes the pinch hitter, Benji Molina.
Don't throw this guy a breaking ball in the strike zone. Try to locate a good fastball. He'll fish after some breaking balls in the dirt. But you leave one in the strike zone off speed. He's got a slider speed bat. That spells trouble.
He was 0 for 4 last night, robbed of a hit by Eckstein. Came into the series hitting .406, the top Giant average. Infield remains in. And the fastball at 95 down low. No one throwing in the Padre bullpen. Leadoff triple by Scherholtz. Ground out to third. Scherholtz still at third with 1 out. The troublesome Molina through the years against the Padres. Hits this one high in the air. Infield. Gonzalez. 2 away. Scherholtz still at third. Good pitching by Mike Adams. Now to the top of the order. And Eugenio Velez.
We've talked about the strikeouts lately of the San Diego Padre bullpen. Strikeouts are nice, but keeping the ball on the infield with a leadoff triple is even nicer. The grounder to third and the high pop fly to Adrian.
Now the infield for Bud Black can move back into normal position as Velez steps up. He's walked, singled to left, and tapped back to the mound. Outfield and infield playing him straight away. Adams trying to dig out of his own created trouble. Scherholtz with excellent speed still at third. Swing and a miss. Changed up.
Mike Adams, a fastball, a cutter, a slurve, and a changeup. That was a dandy first pitch to Velez.
Yeah, Velez was looking fastball, swinging at that first pitch. Swing and a miss. Right back with another changeup, 0-2. So he's a pitch away from bailing out of a leadoff triple. All right, Mark, what do you come back with here?
Hey, why not throw him another one? Just locate it well. Down and away. I say throw him another one. Probably waste a fastball, though, here.
Fouled away.
Too good of a fastball.
Yes, it was. Adams, who last year had a brilliant season out of the bullpen in 37 games. ERA of 0.73. Only 14 hits in 37 innings. So it was somewhat shocking to see him give up a triple to the first batter he faces tonight. Torrealba now. The count, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at third. The tying run for the Giants.
Change up. Get it down. Keep it down.
One and two.
After the sign, you try to deke the hitter a little bit. Maybe he's listening. You pound it inside a little bit, and then you try to go away.
Sherholtz leading from third. 1 and 2 to Velez. Strike 3 call. Another changeup. Oh my. What a job by Adams. Standing ovation for the right-hander. Bails himself out of that leadoff triple by Sherholtz. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Padres still in front on 1 hit, 1-0. For San Diego, John and Bob are standing by. Sequan Casino, San Diego's Daycation getaway. Mike Adams with a jacket on. That's some pressure pitching from Adams out of the leadoff triple. And now Sergio Romo in out of the bullpen as Jonathan Sanchez out of the game with Molina pinch hitting for him. 7 innings, 1 run, 1 hit, 3 walks, 10 strikeouts for Sanchez. He leaves the game trailing 1-0.
Sometimes this game isn't fair, huh? But that's why they call it the big leagues, and that's why it's tough to win a game in the big leagues. Just because you put up great numbers doesn't mean you're promised anything.
Padres pilfering a run in the 4th. Cabrera walk and a fly to left, and pulls back of a inside shooter thinking about bunting his way on. Tony Gwynn has a bat in the on deck circle. That's a pitcher's spot. Heath Bell is tuning up in the bullpen for San Diego. 2 balls and a strike. So Cabrera, then a pinch hitter in the top of the order in the 8th inning. Fouled out of play. San Diego would like to muster a little insurance run here in the 8th. In the 9th, San Francisco will have some tough hitters. Renteria, Sandoval, and the cleanup man Huff against Heath Bell. 2-2 pitch. Line foul. That one whistles into the lower deck.
Well, like Sanchez, you're going to have to turn up the dial against Romo. Kind of sneaky fast. He's got some late life on that fastball. He'll touch about 92. He's got a slider and a changeup. Always working from the stretch.
Just missed. Little soft slider on the backside, didn't quite catch the edge. 3-2 to Cabrera. With his speed, get on first and pose a threat. Popped up behind the plate, mask off. And coming down from third, Sandoval calls off Whiteside and makes the catch. Now Cabrera on 3-2 fouls out. And now Tony Gwynn is called back, and Matt Stairs is going to be the pinch hitter for the Padres. Well, the Padre pinch hitters haven't been chipping in much here in the first couple of weeks of the season. They're 2 for 23. Matt has one of those hits, a double.
You know, pinch hitting is so tough, especially like a guy for Matt Stairs or late in the game, because you're either hitting against a good setup guy or a closer. That's tough to do.
Stairs takes an off-speed pitch. Slider for a strike. Strike two. Fastball at 89 at the knees. Romo just 27. Born in Southern California at Brawley. Makes his home now in the Phoenix area. That one downstairs, 1-2.
I was just going to say, Romo probably likes the heat. Growing up in Brawley and then moving to the Phoenix area. Two hot spots, that's for sure.
Enjoys those triple-digit days. You get plenty of them.
Yeah.
Stairs takes it in the dirt. 2-2. Had a good 2009, did Romo. 1-5, lost 2 in 45 relief appearances with the Giants. Allowed only one home run all season. And held left-handed hitters to a 188 average. Swing and a miss. He strikes out Stairs with a slider. 12th Padre to strike out tonight.
Look at the tilt on this pitch. It's a slider down and in. And Matt Stairs, what's the body language of Matt? So out in front, trying to keep the hands back. And as I mentioned, it's tough duty coming off the bench as a pinch hitter.
Leadoff man Jerry Hairston, fly to center, struck out, fly to left. 8-game hitting streak endangered. So he can come up with a base knock here. Slider for a strike. Fly ball back of second. Actually, the first baseman will give ground to the second baseman, Uribe, at the edge of the grass. Another 1-2-3 inning. A one-hit ball for the Giants through 8. Now it's up to Heath Bell to save it. 1-0 San Diego going to the ninth. With Padres all-you-can-eat seats. Enjoy great seats in section 125 and 127 down the right field line. All-you-can-eat food for only $29 a ticket. The all-you-can-eat menu includes, of course, hot dogs, popcorn, peanuts, soda, bottled water, all the ballpark food. Get your all-you-can-eat seats at Padres.com or call 619-795-5555. Heath Bell, his third consecutive game out of the bullpen. He's allowed a run in each of the last two games. Gave up a single and an RBI double in the 5-3 win against Arizona Sunday. Gave up the home run to Uribe last night. And was unhappy with himself as he hung a curveball, trying to save it for Matt Latos.
So you want to be a closer? Well, one of the things you have to do is erase it from your hard drive and go get them the next night.
Renteria takes ball 2. 92. The fastball missed away. Dangerous Pablo Sandoval on deck. There's a fastball down the middle. With Trevor Hoffman gone, Heath Bell a phenomenal year of relief last season. High fly to right field. Right there is Hairston to make the catch. Hit well, but one out. Sandoval steps in. He's 2 for 3 tonight. 2 line drive singles to left.
You see Heath Bell pitching Renteria away, as I mentioned earlier in the game. Give the right-handed hitters right field. Let them hit it that way. It's Death Valley.
Bell saving 42 games last year to lead the National League. 42 of 48 chances. He has 3 saves this year, including last Sunday. Fastball high. So generous in his time in the community, Heath Bell. Two 2-0. Fans getting a little edgy. Matt Latos still no jacket.
Yeah.
Everyone else bundled, including Mike Adams, who pitched out of trouble in the 8th. 2-0. Sandoval might be leaning on this one. No, it's high and away. 3-0. Aubrey Huff on deck. Got a feel here that Bochy might give Sandoval the green light if he sees something he likes. Try to tie it with one swing.
Absolutely.
Strike one.
I agree with you. You know, the power that Sandoval possesses and what he can do, the way he hits.
Three-1. Ball 4. Torrealba holding the ball right there on the corner, but not getting the call from Brian Knight. One odd walk to Sandoval, and here's Aubrey Huff. Well, he pitched carefully, didn't he, to Sandoval?
He certainly did, keeping the ball away.
Here's the pinch runner, Torres, who started last night. Andres Torres. As Bochy gets some speed out there at first base, carrying the tying run. Strike one. That looked like the same pitch as the 3-1 to Sandoval. Huff 0 for 3. Fouled out, grounded out, and popped up. Infield looking for a ground ball. Instead, it's a line drive base hit to center field. And the speedy Torres around second. He'll make it to third. Tying run 90 feet away again on a solid single by Aubrey Huff. And that brings up Juan Uribe, who homered off Bell last night.
Everything but fastballs. I should say nothing but fastballs this evening. And that's the curveball we were talking about last night off the bat of Uribe. Be interesting to see the sequence here with runners at first and third.
Uribe has grounded out 3 straight times. Padres would take that with a chance at a double play to end the game. They're playing back. And here's a strike. Leads the Giants in RBIs, does Uribe, with 11. One out in the ninth. 1-0 San Diego. First and third for the Giants.
See if Bochy puts anybody in motion here. Maybe a couple pitches in, put Huff in motion to stay out of a double play.
Foul back. He had a good cut. Oh, Uribe from his body action saying, how did I miss that one?
It was elevated, outer third. You're right. He wants that pitch back. Just couldn't get on top of it.
So Bell ahead on the count, 0-2. If ever he can call upon that strikeout pitch, here's the spot. Fly ball, shallow in right field. Jerry Hairston, the runner, tags, and he does not come home, and it's a good thing. Hairston would have nailed him. Strike on the fly to Torrealba.
Jerry Hairston does a great job of positioning himself underneath the baseball where he gets a little bit of a running start to get that extra momentum. And Bruce Bochy, I mean, that's the right move, obviously. It wasn't hit that deep, but, you know, you've got one more out to work with here.
And Tim Flannery, the coach there at third, putting up the break sign. So 2 outs, first and third. Tying run still at third. Last inning, a triple by Sherholz with no one out. And Mike Adams pitched out of it. And now Heath Bell trying to do the same. First and third with 1 out. Now 2 away on the fly ball by Uribe. John Bowker grounded out, lined out, and flied out. Robbed of a hit by Eckstein. Takes a strike. 94 at the knees. Matt Latos, and out away from his first win of the year. Strike 2.
Well, Heath Bell's reaction after that pitch was like he just ended the game. He pumped the fist, throwing the fastball by him. Heater right there, and Heater gives the fist pump. 1 more to go.
Fouled out of play. The speedy pinch runner Torres at third. Huff at first base, 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter. John Bowker. Bell a strike away from securing the win. And 5 in a row for San Diego. Another foul, that one sailing into the upper deck in left field. Well, Bowker has spoiled a couple. Count remains 0-2. He got him strike 3, and the Padres win it 1-0. Oh my, a hit win for San Diego. Mission accomplished. And listen to this, since 1920, the Giants have never lost a game when they've given up just one hit. That's how rare this victory is tonight. And Matt Latos, the starter, goes 7 solid innings and didn't outpitch Jonathan Sanchez, but his teammates gave him a manufactured run back in the 4th. And that was enough for the 1-0 win. And Heath Bell, after struggling his last 2 outings, giving up a run in his Sunday and last night pitching efforts, able to pitch out of trouble here with 1st and 3rd and 1 out in the 9th inning, and gets Bowker to strike out swinging to seal the win. And look at that, the Padres 8-6, Giants 8-6, San Diego's tied for 1st in the National League West.